Renato Moicano, Money Moicano, Money Moicano, Mr. I cannot afford to lose. I cannot afford to lose. Um, Man, this guy is fighting Benoit Saint Denis this weekend. And, you know, there's a lot of interesting takes. And I feel like my take will probably be interesting as well. But, um, we got Renato Moicano. And he's an interesting fighter. I would consider myself halfway a fan. I'm like a half fan, like I'm not a full fan yet. But I like what he's doing. I like that he's vocal. But I don't like this fight for him. I definitely don't. And I made a video on this a while back, but I want to make a refresher one. And yeah, I don't love this fight for him because Moicano has never really been spectacular on the feet. He's got a semblance of striking, but usually his opponents get the better of him on the feet. That being said, he is an amazing grappler. This guy can grapple his butt off. Okay, he can get takedowns fairly well, and just keep you on the ground, and also chase those submissions. I think that just speaks to his heart. That speaks to how much, like, I don't want to say courage, but like how much heart he's got, passion he's got for the fight game. Because you see fighters like that, and they don't come around very often. I would consider his heart similar to the heart of Yuri Prochazka. A fighter that probably could get like significantly beat early, in like rounds 1 and 2, and then spend rounds 3, 4, and 5 chasing the win, no matter what. Even though they know damn well they got beat earlier on in the fight, they're gonna do whatever it takes to still win. In their mind, they can still win. Yuri did that against Rakic. You saw that fight; that was spectacular. And Renato did that against Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner landed a sniper of a jab or a cross, I forgot which one it was, but it landed flush to the chin of Renato Moicano and sent Renato flying backward. And I thought the fight was going to be finished, but I forgot how much of a stupid fighter Jalen Turner is, how much of a quitter he is, because as soon as he knocked Renato Moicano to the ground, he walked off into the sunset as if he won. I mean, honestly, one of the most dumb fighters I have ever watched. I have respect for anybody who fights in the fight game, but if you've been watching this channel for a while now, you know my disdain, my clear disdain for Jalen Turner. Either way, Renato hung in there. He got knocked on his ass, got back up, and continued to search for a win. Brought Jalen Turner down to the ground and finished him on the ground. Renato Moicano, he's got heart. Against Drew Dober, because that was the fight that was next. That's his most recent fight. I thought Drew Dober was going to win it, because Drew Dober looked really good on the feet, and he was winning on the feet. What did Moicano do? He brought the fight to the ground, where he excels. He grappled and just kept Drew Dober there. Won by decision because he kept Drew Dober on the ground, grappling for his life. I don't think he's going to be able to do that against a guy like Benoit Saint Denis, aka the God of War. This guy is a savage. He's an animal. He's violent. He's fun, and he fights to win. And because he just came off of this loss, this embarrassing loss against Dustin Poirier, he's hungry. He's hungry. I think Benoit gets this done in the first round, and I think he gets it done on the feet. It could arguably be a war because Renato hangs in there. Like I said, he's got heart and he's got a drive to stay in the fight. So Renato could still be in this fight and take Benoit to the last round. I don't know if this is a 3-round fight or a 5-round fight, but Renato could take Benoit to the last round. I don't think it's going to happen. I think a hungry, mean Benoit Saint Denis, who's stellar and deadly on the ground and who's stellar and deadly on the feet, will run through Moicano. But I could be wrong. There is a world where this fight goes to the ground and it's extremely competitive. Renato, great grappling. Benoit, great grappling. And the two of them just search for submissions and just go at each other on the ground for the whole fight. I wouldn't like that to happen because I frankly would kind of think it would be boring. But I feel like Benoit has the tools to get it done on the feet. He's got good striking. And I think it's more probable that the two probably get into the clinch a little early, and then as soon as they break out of it, Benoit goes crazy. He sends a kick to the head, or he goes in for a jab cross, or maybe a wild overhand, and it lands perfectly on the chin of Moicano and puts Moicano out. Because let's just be clairvoyant with each other. If you have decent to good striking, you can land on Moicano, and you could put Moicano in trouble. And I think Benoit can put Moicano in trouble. I started this channel, and I do this channel because I have a passion for MMA and the UFC, and I want to share with you the full truth of what I think is going to happen. And in this fight, I do not see Moicano winning. As much heart as this guy has to stay in the fight, even if this becomes a war and the two of them go band for band, bar for bar, I think, Benoit has it within himself to always, if they do go bar for bar, band for band, by the end of the fight, come out with that extra band or that extra bar. You know what I'm saying? Come out with something extra to, even if this fight goes to the judges will choose him. But if I have to give you guys specifics, I think Benoit gets it done in one. I think he'll look to keep this fight off of the ground, even though he's stellar there. He'll look to keep it off of the ground, and he'll look to land on the chin of Renato Moicano. And Renato's striking is not that good, definitely not as good as Benoit's. So I don't think Renato will have enough, striking defense even to protect himself well enough throughout that first round. And I really think Benoit is going to come out hungry after his loss to Dustin and just chase that win from the first bell to the last. Go out there and rush and chase that win. And Moicano doesn't have, good enough striking to catch him coming in on something. He's got great grappling, so he could go for a takedown, but I think Benoit's, even Benoit's sprawl will be good enough to keep, Moicano from getting a successful takedown, Either way, this is going to be a really entertaining fight. I look forward to it. It's fight night. It's this weekend. It's happening. And I think I'm going to go with Benoit Saint-Denis, who is a warrior, and he's hungry after this loss. He's looking to prove himself after this loss, and I buy into that, and I think he will. I respect Moicano. I think he'll do great things, but I think Benoit is going to send Moicano back to the middle of the rankings. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this fight. Like and subscribe. Guys, I love you. Thank y'all. See you on the next.